all of you, and welcome to my live show. Today I have a topic wherein I will be describing a few minutes about the moon, which is a satellite of the earth. And we know that barring a few days when there are clouds, we can't see it, but otherwise the moon is always visible. So here we go, and moon actually is a satellite, and it is considered also in astrological sense where it has comparative analysis with love and a soft nature, and moon is also taken into consideration while making astrological calculations. And so let us see, because it is far away, but still let us go to the moon and see. So you can find here the moon, is the one which depicts a kind of softness and love. It also depicts overall nature's coolness of mind. So therefore, whenever moon has to be made strong in your astrological charts, you have to wear silver, you have to wear gemstones, and which is the one which gives you a kind of love, affection, and it makes your astrological chart also very, very strong. So therefore moon is considered as very important. And now, what are the things that one has to do if at all moon has to be strong in your astrological chart? First thing that you need to do is wake up early in the morning and do meditation. Meditation, which even we can do, if it is in summer, you can sit outside in a garden and do that, where it gives solace to your mind, and there is a coordination between the mind and the body also. So you can see here, once again I am showing you the moon. It is a charming moon which gives us the life, makes it very, very, and it is the one which gives makes man's life a cool temperament. Now, number one, I said to you, is we have to do meditation. And then the next one is, moon is also considered, it will be strong when you do yoga. Yoga exercises also can be done so that your health will be very, very positive. So when you do the yogic exercises, it makes you the life very strong. And apart from that, moon also is a thing where we have to maintain good interrelationship between friends. आपको दोस्त है, दोस्त को अच्छा रखना, उनके साथ मिलजुल के काम करना. So the cooperative endeavors also is a sign of moon. Or keeping the mind very cool, because moon is a sense of coolness. You can see here it is always very, very cool. So therefore mind needs to be very cool. So that can be given by moon. And apart from that, good interpersonal relationship, keeping your mind calm, having good food also is the blessing of moon only. And keeping yourself, people who suffer from angerness, they are very hostile. So therefore generally the astrological people, the experts predict, and they give you silver, and you have to wear the white sapphire has to be used, so that mind will be very, very cool. So therefore moon is a sign of coolness. you can see here, is the one which gives you the strength of this thing. And apart from that, moon in poetical sense is considered the planet in terms of love. Moon is the one which provides love. You see, sun and moon, if you make a comparative analysis between sun and moon, sun is very hot and the opposite of sun is moon, which is very, very cool. So it reflects, it is a satellite. So therefore, the sun's light is being reflected and projected on, and it is the only thing that is visible every day apart from sun, who visits our earth early in the morning and waits up to evening 5 or before the sunset, and then comes the moon. Even the moon can be visible. It is not because of the heaviness of the sun rays, we cannot see that. So the moon comes immediately after the sun and it gives a cooling effect onto the earth. Rather, we feel it like that. And nowadays, we have made a lot of progress in terms of, the astronomers and the scientists, space scientists and all we have seen. Moon has been a topic since a long time, and first the Americans were the first to make efforts in Apollo series, Apollo 7, 6, 11 and all, and Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong and Colin Croft were the first to land on the moon in 1969 to 71, in between that. And earlier that, the spacecrafts carried monkey and a dog, and even the Russians also carried with their rockets the lunar modules and lunar spacecrafts. Voyagers were carried, and even Chinese made some attempts. And but however, the landing on the moon on the South Pole was in the name of the Indian space scientist ISRO. Till recently, about a few years back, we made the first attempt to land on the moon on the southern part on the South Pole, but we failed. All the countries made an effort, but ultimately India failed once, but the second time it was successful. So this is one of the greatest achievement for the Indian scientists, and at a cheaper cost actually. So therefore, Indian Space Research Organization is doing a yeoman service in terms of landing on the moon, and we must really appreciate the efforts. And even now they are doing a lot of works, a lot of research work on various aspects to just see that, some more research is done on the moon. So moon, apart from providing all these things, moon is poetically described. So we must have heard, it is called as Chanda Mama. Chanda Mama, Aja, Dur, Bhagja, like that. There were poetries even in our film songs. So Chanda Mama is now under the control of the human beings, where they are planning, to make settlements in the moon. People are vying, to land on that and occupy. So such is the thing that is being discussed now. So in spite of all these things, the moon plays a very, very important role in our lives in terms of natural visibility, and in terms of astrology, in terms of our horoscope charts. Moon plays a very, very important role. If the moon is strong, life will be very, very smooth. So therefore, in all the astrological charts, starting from Aries up to the Pisces, the last one, that is Meena Rasi, and Mesa Rasi to Meena Rasi, the 12 charts we can find here. Moon plays a very important role. Other graphs like Guru, Shukra and Shani, Neptune, Pluto, they all play important role. But moon has got its own effect on the astrological charts. So moon plays a very important role in our lives. So therefore, moon needs to be respected, and therefore there is one sloka for moon. Om Sram Srim Srom Saha Chandraya Namaha. I repeat that. Om Sram Srim Srom Saha Chandraya Namaha. On full moon day, we do it more than, there are people who do it 11 times, there are people who do it 11,000 times. The moon is appeased. So, therefore, the sloka says, Om Sram Srim Srom Saha Chandraya Namaha. Om Sram Srim Srom Saha Chandraya Namaha. So this has to be done. Then we have to offer the sacred water onto that, and along with that we have to lit the oil lamps, which we do it on Kartika Purnima day and other days on important festivals. So moon is the one which is considered as a god, and definitely it should be. Even though in spite of the scientific achievements where the man has landed on the moon, but moon itself is a moon which gives a kind of, a peace, solace and prosperity. So moon is strong, it gives us peace and prosperity. So this topic might be little unpalatable for some of you, but it is very important that you all should know what are the importance of moon, and therefore I have made this topic. Now we have got a full moon, then we have Amavasya when the moon is not visible, and when this moon, the rotation of this earth, and on full moon day we have the high tide and low tide, whichever we have studied in geography. So this is, it has got effects on the earth's sea also, where the waves of the water rise up to 8 to 10 feet. So this is a very, very important phenomenon where, you can see the water, rising up to 16, 20 feet high tide. And once the effect is down, the full moon is over. This is a scientific, geographical phenomenon of the moon. So I think moon is an important part of our astrological chart in astronomy, and all the depictions of there are two kinds of astrological calculations. It is done on the basis of the sun chart, Chandra Rasi and Surya Rasi. On the basis of these two we do it, and we know that recently the Makar Sankranti we have celebrated, where the sun is almost moving towards the north, and now it has come. It is getting very hotter and hotter day by day. But now after the Bhishma Ekadasi, the things are starting, the sun is getting very hot now. And as a result of this, the weather conditions are changing, the geographical phenomena are also changing, and as a result of this, things are moving in a different direction. So the same thing holds good for moon also. We can see here the moon, you can see this little moon there, and see now it has gone up. Yeah. So this is an important phenomenon. We all need to note it. And as a result of this, so please study the important aspects of moon, and I wish you all the best. Now I'm going to close down my live video, and we'll be meeting you very shortly. Thank you.